Zulu yobomi, Zulu yemfihlakalo.
Mathonga mahle Camagu.
Camagu, Thokozani, Molweni, Dumelang. Hi, I am Gogo Kwakhanya and I welcome you to your safe space where healing is accessible. If you're new, stick around, and if you enjoy the content, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, as well as turn on your notification bell to get updates from me every single time I post. Well, if you aren't new, I've got incense in hand, cleansing our space to get rid of any negative energy and allowing only positive energy in our space. All right, so this video we're going to be discussing the candle burn as well as the kind of smoke that a candle emits and what do these things mean. Before I begin, it is important for us to break down where and how the candle is burning. So if the candle is burning in the front, it symbolizes your material world, meaning your prosperity, money, physical wealth, your home, and those you'd like to protect. So that is the front of the candle. That's what it means. And the back of the candle symbolizes spirit and that you guides always have your back. So this also represents your mental and emotional world, basically what can't be seen by the naked eye. So that is the back. And then your left represents your past, and your past isn't only limited to your distant past but also your very recent past. And your right symbolizes the future, what is to come for you. Now that we have that out of the way, it's going to make it easy for us to understand how the candle burns. If the wax is burning towards the front, the side, the left, evenly, steadily, a strong burn, just unpacking those things is going to be very easy for us to also interpret what the candle is trying to communicate to you as well as your spirit. Okay. The first candle burn we're going to discuss is a clean, steady, and strong burn. This particular candle burn signifies it's a green light, positivity. You have been heard and you're going to receive the answers that you seek very quickly. The very quickly part is linked to the strong burn. So how quickly and strongly and how steady the candle is burning symbolizes positive outcome and quickness, as well as everything is going according to plan. Further, this is also applicable to candles that are in containers, not only candles that are individual candles, but candles that are also in glass jars, and so forth. This meaning and the meanings that I'm going to unpack further are applicable to candles in containers, right? So your slow, weak burn. This is the opposite of your clean, steady, strong burn. If your candle is burning slowly, is very weak, it indicates that your prayer or request has been weakly. My word, am I tripping over my words? Okay, let's get this going. So if your candle is burning slowly and is very weak, it indicates that your prayer or request has been weakly executed, but it doesn't mean you should give up. So that means that keep going, and the more you focus on your intention and what the purpose of you lighting that candle in that first place, the stronger the burn is going to be and the more steady it's going to be. And the more you keep going, the burn will speed up and increase in strength. And moving along to when the candle is only burning on one side. Now, this brings us back to what I just explained about your candle burning in the front, back, left, or right. Remember, I said the front symbolizes your material world, the back symbolizes your guides, mental and emotional well being, and the left symbolizes your past, the right symbolizes your future. So, it is important to take note of that if your candle is only burning on one side. Further, this can be broken down into an uneven burn as well as an even burn. So your uneven burn symbolizes and or indicates rather that this isn't the right time for your prayer and you should try another time. So it's saying pause, come back later with this request, as well as think about it some more. Give it some more thought before you come and pray about it or you request it. And on the other hand, the other burn that is fast, controlled, and even symbolizes success in your prayer as well as your request. Meaning, green light, it's positive, it's really positive. That is the most guaranteed response that you're going to get. Now we're going to be discussing your exploding candle and a candle that catches on fire. I've bunched these two together because they are the reddest of red flags when it comes to deciphering candles and what do they mean, what are the messages that are being passed to you when or communicated to you via candles. So when it comes to the red light or the red flag, it's saying you should stop immediately. Just stop in your tracks, because there are huge forces working against you. Meaning that whatever you're praying for, there's a third force listening in. Or if you are praying and you have negative intentions and you have ill intent, stop right there. Stop in your tracks. You need to change your approach completely, or you need to let it go. That's what it symbolizes. But then again, like I've said previously in the other videos, which by the way I have attached to in the description box, you just need to click there, and if you want to reference back to the other videos and what I've discussed in the other episodes, it's as easy as that. Click in the description. You don't need to go far. You can see episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. So like I said in the previous videos, these explanations or interpretations are only applicable to good quality candles, candles that aren't in a draft or there's wind blowing somewhere that's going to affect how the candle is burning, as well as candles that haven't been affected by water. These are things that you need to be cognizant of before you even interpret your candle, because sometimes you might think things are signs, but in fact it's not a sign. It's just a poorly made candle. All right, now let us move on to the smoke. What kind of smoke does your candle release? The first one we're going to start with is your white smoke. Your white smoke, it's a very positive sign. This signifies blessings, and it states that your prayer has been heard and your request shall be granted. So that is your white smoke. And now going to the opposite of that is your black smoke. Your black smoke is the negative sign. There are forces working against you and your guides disagree or are unhappy with your intentions. That is your black smoke. Now let's break it even further. When we come to, is the smoke blowing or drifting towards you, or is it drifting away from you? So when it comes to, Is it drifting towards you or away from you? All depends on intention, because there are dual meanings with both of these. Let's unpack it. If the smoke drifts towards you, this means that what you seek shall be granted and you're a magnet to it. But if you're speaking and wishing ill on others, it's a bad sign. That energy that you're putting out will be returned. The ill intent that you're putting out will be returned back to you. So it's a bad sign. It depends on your intention. What are you praying about? What are you requesting? All right. Let's keep it there. Now, speaking about smoke when it drifts away from you, this just like the smoke drifting towards you has a dual meaning. So let's break it down. If you're asking for something, it means that you're not going to receive it. It's not a good sign, and your prayer isn't going to be answered. Whereas if you're asking for healing, it simply means that your health will be restored and the sickness will be removed. Sickness is darkness. Sickness isn't good for you. So if the smoke is blowing away from you, it means that the illness shall be removed and you'll be restored to good health. But if you're asking for someone and the smoke is blowing away, after asking for something, my apologies, and the smoke is moving away from you, it means that you're not going to receive it. You need to go back to the drawing board. That's what it means. And that concludes today's video, today's episode on the candle burn and the smoke that it emits. So stay tuned for next week's episode, which will be discussing the various candle combinations and what can you do with these combinations. What do they mean and what do they represent? But once again, all of these meanings, especially when we are going to be talking about things candle color related, it is very important to use discernment in everything that you do. Discernment, discernment, discernment. Listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, your gut. What is it telling you in all things spiritual? All right. So if you're new and you stayed this long and you enjoyed the video, surely you're going to enjoy my other videos and upcoming videos. So please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that you're up to date with all the content that I post here. The content is meant to educate, enlighten, help us grow and heal ourselves, and make spirituality a lot less secretive but more accessible to all. Camagu.
Zulu yobomi, Zulu yemfihlakalo.